There we go, everyone. I am so sorry about that. For whatever reason, my phone is acting extremely stupid. But welcome to another live stream. This live stream is going to be titled, Do West Virginia Fans Have Their Head So Far Up Their Ass That They Can't Think? I mean, I think so. Oh, man. I am going to wait for a couple people to get up on the live stream. Looks like I do got one viewer already, which is rare, honestly. I mean, I'm a Pitt fan. I know I'm not very well liked on Twitter. I'm not very well liked, period, because I'm a Pitt fan, but especially on Twitter. I take it a little bit too far on Twitter sometimes, and that's only because Twitter is just a cesspool of fucking morons, especially Penn State fans, because even though this is a West Virginia video, I guess I got to take the time to trash talk Penn State fans, the ones out there who actually want to try to salvage the legacy of Joe Paterno. Like, who the hell would want to savage the legacy of a man who covered up child sex abuse? But I'll save that for a whole other video. Today is just trash talking West Virginia. And I just got done on Mark Rogers' live stream watching that. And it was the West Virginia Mountaineer segment. And West Virginia fans seem to think because they got JT Daniels, they have a shot at the Big 12 title. Well, maybe he does give you, more of a shot to play in the Big 12 title. But let's just face it, West Virginia fans, you guys don't have the talent to play in the Big 12 title game. And even if you did, you'd get whooped. All right? Now, you can try to sit there, well, Pitt wouldn't win any Big 12 games. Yes, the fuck we would. We would run through half of the Big 12. And that's just facts. We would run through half of the Big 12 at least. Now, we would struggle probably against Baylor and Oklahoma and maybe Texas. Well, not Texas. I don't see us struggling against Texas. I just don't. I don't see us struggling against Texas. I don't see how we could lose to Texas, actually. If we lose to Texas, that's bad. I mean, that's almost as bad as us losing to Western Michigan if we would lose to Texas. I think we would actually clobber Texas, to be honest. Because Texas keeps getting hyped up every year in the Big 12 like they're back. Now, granted, I get you could say the same thing for Pitt, but at the same time, we are more set up in a conference where success can come a lot quicker. And yes, that's because the talent in the ACC, I don't want to say is inferior, but I don't want to say it's superior at the same time. John Waffle H2P, welcome to the stream, brother. Now, beating Texas, John Waffle, yes, I agree. Oklahoma, I don't know. I really don't know about Oklahoma. When is the last time we ever even played the Sooners? I mean, I know we've played them, and I think it didn't end well, but when is the last time we even played the Sooners? Matter of fact, when's the last time we even played anybody from the Big 12? Let's see. Is Oklahoma State in the Big 12 as well? They're in the Big 12, aren't they? Because if they are, I do believe that is the last Big 12 team we have played. But everybody, do not forget to hit the Cash App link that is in the description of this video. I will put it in the comment section. God damn it. All right, there we go. That's what I thought. Oklahoma State, 2017. We could definitely win games in the Big 12. We definitely could, or should I say, we would have a better shot at getting to the Big 12 championship, in my personal opinion. But I don't think the Big 12 would even be a good fit for the Pittsburgh Panthers in the first place. I don't like it. I don't think the travel is feasible. I don't think fans would even like it. Fans wouldn't really travel. The only Big 12 game we would be able to get to in a hurry is West Virginia. And then the next closest Big 12 game is Iowa. So, I mean, fucking, you can't really sit there and make it feasible for Pitt to be in the Big 12. Now, West Virginia fans, the reason why they have their head so far up their butt is because they think because they got JT Daniels, they're automatically Big 12 contenders. Well, it takes more than JT Daniels, a broke, watered-down, beaten quarterback who was a 5-star and has not really lived up to his potential because he keeps getting injured. Now, people keep saying it's his offensive line this, offensive line that, but you can't keep using that excuse for so long. But West Virginia fans think because they have JT Daniels, they're automatically Big 12 contenders. Well, I'm here to tell you, it takes way more than that. Way more than JT Daniels. I mean, you guys lost Akeem Mesidor. You lost a couple of key quarterbacks. You did gain one in the transfer portal, but a 209-pound linebacker. Really? A 209-pound linebacker from North Dakota State is not going to help you that much. He would probably play a hybrid safety role, filling in that linebacker when it's needed, but primarily being a safety, kind of like a Khaleke Hudson, in Michigan. Khaleke Hudson is actually a native of Pittsburgh, and he went to the same high school I went to, actually. But I think what West Virginia fans need to take into consideration is the fact that you're installing a whole new offensive scheme. Now, you can try to say, well, we got Graham Harrell. That may be true. you guys do got Graham Harrell, but also at the same time, we got Keaton Slovis. And I guarantee you, Keaton Slovis is giving Pitt in the defense ideas of what Graham Harrell may throw at you. And that is the perfect recipe for disaster right there. All right. You guys don't have anybody on the staff or even on your team that can give you an insight to what Pitt is going to do. We have a guy on the team who is going to give an insight of what Graham Harrell is all about, and that's just facts. Also, it doesn't help that our new offensive coordinator, Frank Signetti Jr., his dad used to coach at West Virginia back in the 70s. So they've already been game planning. They've already been, strategizing. I don't know why I can't say that word. Strategizing. You know what? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. I don't know why I can't pronounce that word. Pitt is more capable of strategizing. I don't know why I can't say it. I'm tongue twisted. Oh man, that's what happens when you have a list. But they're already planning on how to decimate the offensive line for West Virginia. I mean, because if Graham Harrell does anything remotely close to what he did at USC, West Virginia is going to have a hard time, in my personal opinion. You know what, VicTube? That is true. That is true, VicTube. Every fan base has their head up their ass. And even Pitt fans do as well. I would have to agree with you, VicTube. And welcome to the stream, VicTube. How you doing tonight? How's everything going with you and the family? Oh. Whew. Oh, nice, Vic. Nice. That's good. But yeah, I have to agree with you, Vic. Like, it is the off season. Every fan base has their head up their ass, but Vic, that us and West Virginia fans, most of them don't get along. And even the ones that do get along, there still is that mutual hatred for one another. Like, people don't realize that the backyard brawl, in my opinion, is more nasty than Ohio State. It's more nastier than the Ohio State and Michigan rivalry. It's more nastier than the Georgia and Georgia Tech rivalry, which there is none there, but they like to think so, Georgia Tech fans. There's just a lot. There's just a lot of bad blood between the two teams. We just don't like each other. Oh, the Hawks made the playoffs. Nice. My Pittsburgh Penguins clinched the playoffs as well. I can't remember who they played tonight, but they clinched the playoffs with a win tonight. Let's see what other sports teams are doing well here in Pittsburgh. I think the Pirates won yesterday, and they played today. I'm not sure if they won. But knowing the Pittsburgh Pirates, I doubt that. P Digits, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream, P Digits. Welcome to Talk-Is-PITT. We are trash talking West Virginia today and talking a little bit of some other things. Wait, the Hawks, are they I'm trying to think. I know the Hawks are a different sport than the Penguins. We don't have a professional basketball team, Vic. The city of Pittsburgh doesn't have a professional basketball team. We tried, but it just didn't work, and I still don't see it working as much as everybody else thinks it would. Pittsburgh's not a basketball city. It's not. Finkel is Ihorn. Nice, nice, nice. Ihorn is Finkel. Finkel is a man. But yeah, guys, so back to the main subject at hand. So the reason why I think West Virginia fans have their head further up their ass than what they want to admit, and more than other individuals, is because of JT Daniels. And John Waffle, Pitt is the NBA team. Well, our basketball team sucks, so I mean, not very watchable either. But JT Daniels struggled, and VicTube, you can offer more insight than this than I can. But what was the main problem with JT Daniels when he was at Georgia? What was the main problem for JT Daniels? And if anybody wants to hop up in the panel, you guys are more welcome to. Let me get the link here, because I am on my cellular device. P. Digit says, not impressed with JT Daniels, but maybe he'll flourish in West Virginia. Who knows? Well, that is true, because you do have to take into consideration maybe JT Daniels just wasn't in the right situation. Now, the only thing I really keep hearing from Georgia fans is that JT Daniels had a problem staying healthy. Now, a lot of people I've heard said that they blame it on the offensive line because at times they didn't protect him whenever they needed to. But at the same time, how often are you going to, or how much more are you going to continue to use that as an excuse to overhype a five-star quarterback who I personally believe is overrated? That's just my opinion. I do think JT Daniels is overrated. I mean, you even have Uncle Lou out here saying Pat Narduzzi is overrated. Well, so is JT Daniels. Yeah, P Digits, he wasn't in the right situation at USC, and now UGA, we'll see. And then VicTube says the problem was JT stayed hurt. He had an oblique strain and then the lat strain. Yeah, and that's the one consistent thing that I've heard, VicTube. Now, how was his playing skills? Like when he was healthy, how was JT Daniels? Was he somebody who can move out of the pocket, or was he somebody who, or is he somebody who takes more sacks than he should? Because there are some times where quarterbacks should, in my opinion, take a sack, and then there are times where I think quarterbacks should just throw it away. That's just my opinion. Is he one of those quarterbacks, Vic? JT is a statue? Well, P digits. And this is what I'm trying to get through the heads of West Virginia fans. Pitt has a defense. That's what they don't get. Pitt has a defense. Okay. First of all, Pitt last year ranked number 1 in the country, number 1 in tackles for losses, number 2 in sacks, number 1 in quarterback pressures, number 2 in quarterback hurries, number 1 in quarterback hits. If your quarterback is a statue, that's bad, very bad. Pitt will get to any quarterback that West Virginia puts under center. Okay, so VicTube is saying JT didn't have any bad games besides the Clemson game. He played really good at the end of 2020, but he really doesn't have the ability to escape pressure. And that's going to be an issue. Pitt will put pressure on JT Daniels. Pitt will put pressure on Garrett Green, or that phenom of a quarterback, Nico Martin. Is that his name? Is that who West Virginia got, that 4-star left-handed quarterback? West Virginia, in their offensive line, is going to struggle. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. West Virginia will struggle week 1. And with 95% of our offense returning, we don't need Kenny Pickett. We don't. All we need is a quarterback to control and manage the game. If we put up a lot of points, so be it. If we only put up 28 points, so be it. As long as Pitt comes out the victor in this game, that is all that matters. Oh, and definitely. Well, and the thing, P digits, is last year probably was our worst year as far as pass coverage goes. We weren't good. We were not good with pass protection, or not pass protection. We were not good with pass defense. It was bad. Even Jeff Sims, the quarterback from Georgia Tech, was able to throw for 400 yards. It's just they were not able to capitalize on their red zone opportunities, and they kept turning the ball over. So if Pitt can tighten down on the DB play, if they can learn how to tackle better and communicate better, I believe that is going to be the deciding factor whether or not people can really start taking us seriously. Now, we also got a linebacker transfer from Notre Dame, which was really, really needed. And we also got another linebacker transfer from Missouri State. Oh, our D-line last year was just fantastic. And we return everybody that matters. Now, we do lose Keyshawn Camp. However, Keyshawn Camp is very injury prone. So there was a lot of last year that he did not play. So you're going to see Tyler Bentley, Devin Danielson, Dorian Ford, Elliott Donald, Aaron Donald's nephew. Everybody keep forgetting that we got legacy on our team. Aaron Donald's nephew plays for Pitt, and he's most likely going to start at defensive end. He's a defensive end. Donald was a defensive tackle. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Elliott Donald is actually bigger than Aaron Donald right now. Elliott Donald is 6'2", 280. Whew. Man, I haven't been this excited for Pitt football in a very long time. Even last year, I was not excited for Pitt football because I didn't know what was going to happen last year. I honestly said 8-4 to 9-3. I didn't have us winning the ACC championship. Nobody did. Maybe one person in the entire universe that was not me guessed that Pitt would win the ACC championship. There was only one person. I can't remember the guy's name. But 8-4, 9-3 is what I had for Pitt last year. And we far exceeded expectations. What up, John Kelly? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing tonight, John Kelly? Oh, very, very favorable schedule for us this year. Very favorable. You had us winning, John Waffle? Wow, I didn't know that. I did not have us winning the ACC championship. But you know why I'm glad we did? Because it wasn't Miami and it wasn't North Carolina. Yes, Miami beat us last year, and we have a hard time beating Miami. But Miami fans, make no mistake about it. We have more ACC titles than you. You have never won the ACC, and that's pathetic. You just won a big Yahtzee tournament with your radio station? Nice. What did you win, John Kelly? Oh, okay. Nice, John Kelly. But look, West Virginia fans, understand this. It's going to take a lot more than JT Daniels to beat us. It's going to take your whole entire team. It's going to take your whole entire team to I really want to try to give West Virginia the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying really hard to sit there and see where West Virginia can cause trouble. But with our whole entire offensive line returning, with Jordan Addison, the addition to Kanota Mumpfield from Akron, and the fact that we have now a four-headed running back monster in Vincent Davis, Israel Abanikanda, the first of the two big running backs we have. Izzy Abanikanda, 6 foot, 220 pounds. Then there's Daniel Carter, 6 foot 1, 240 pounds. And then we also have Rodney Hammond, a sophomore, 5'9", 198 pounds. You guys remember Dion Lewis? You guys remember the old Pitt running back Dion Lewis? John Waffle says, I actually think Pitt is a set playoff contender. And then John Kelly says, oh, I know that, and I'm giving Pitt credit for what they have accomplished and will accomplish. So to start off with Waffle's comment, I don't know. I think that's going too far. I'm being serious. That's going too far. The only way I'm going to sit up there and make Pitt a playoff contender is if they get to the playoffs. I don't know if we have that talent. I just don't know. I have to see Pitt beat Miami. Pitt has to beat Miami. They just have to. Well, in John Kelly, John Waffle says, I meant to say serious contenders. Okay. All right. That may be more true than actual contendership. And I still think a serious contender is a bit of a stretch. As far as John Kelly's comment goes, who says, I think Clemson is still beatable, so is the Canes. Oh, yeah, most definitely. I do think Clemson is still beatable. Now, what Clemson will have is a very good defense. Now, they do have to replace their linebacker, number 47, and that may be a problem for Clemson. I don't know who they have waiting in the wings. I actually have to go check. If there's any Clemson fans in the chat, let me know who is a likely replacement for number 47. However, Clemson's offense is horrible. Did you guys see how small the offensive line for Clemson was? I have never seen an offensive line for Clemson that small. So that actually brings me back, John Kelly, to a comment earlier that Waffle made. John Waffle thinks that Pitt has enough talent. If they were to play in the Big 12, they could beat Oklahoma. What would be your thoughts on that, John Kelly? Well, I mean, I guess Sooner Boomers are that passionate, but to have a mutiny over who they think should be a quarterback, wow, that's kind of sad, to be honest. So Jeremiah Trotter or McGuire will replace Skowski at linebacker. Okay, okay. Now that's Jeremiah Trotter Jr., right? Yeah, honestly, John Kelly, I saw the highlights of that game. That was a very low scoring game. What was it, 16-13? And Spencer Rattler just looked horrible. Now, some people or some Pitt fans thought that when Spencer Rattler went into the transfer portal, we should have went and grabbed him. No, 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 no. I am so glad we did not grab Spencer Rattler, although I kind of wish we would have grabbed one of the two other quarterbacks that we offered scholarships to. We offered Chuba Purdy and that Calzada guy from Texas A&M who played or who beat Alabama. Now, I would have loved to have that Calzada dude. But the coaching staff ultimately decided to go with Keaton Slavis. And the reason why is because apparently all three of those quarterbacks told Pat Narduzzi they wanted to commit to Pitt. All three of them. Slavis, Chuba Purdy from Florida State, and Calzada from Texas A&M. They chose Slavis. Yeah, I actually seen that. We actually lost a player to the transfer portal. We lost a tight end to the transfer portal. And as concerning as that is, it's not as concerning when it's a player who has only seen 9 total minutes of playing time in his 3 years. 0 touchdowns. 0 touchdowns. And I don't even think he has a reception to his name. I'm not sure. I was actually high on him being tight end number 2 because we did lose Lucas Kroll to the NFL draft. Now we still return Gavin Bartholomew, 6'5", 260 pounds. Then we have Jake Renda, 6'5", 250. Cole Mitchell, 6'5", 250. Trevor Faulkner, 6'7", 250. Kai Wright, 6'2", 260. But those are all unproven guys. Pitt needs to go into the transfer portal and grab a tight end. We have no choice now. We seriously have no choice but to grab a tight end. I'm sorry. I didn't agree with that either, John Kelly. Texas is not better than Pitt. They will not do better than Pitt. I'm sorry. They won't. Everybody keeps saying Texas is back. Texas is back. When is Texas going to be back? Yeah, I seen you guys grab that guy from Colorado State. Big tight end, good addition too. Also, guys, if you guys are watching, don't forget, or not if you are watching, I know you are, but the people who are watching in the chat, if you are gracious enough, hit the Cash App link down below. I'm going to reset the link because it has been a while since I posted it. I do want to change my background for my channel. Okay, I know where I film my videos is kind of suspect. It looks like I'm being held hostage in prison. But what I really want to do is repaint this wall and get a couple of Pitt banners to put behind here. And what I also want to do is, since people are donating, I want to give back every 3 months to my subscribers, doing giveaways, buying helmets, whether it be mini or full size. I might even do a ticket giveaway to a game of your choice that is not a college football playoff game or a national championship game. All right. Those are a couple of things I want to do because I don't want to just take people's money and not give back. That's not who I am. Dang it. Looks like I can't go back up and get the link. But if you guys go on my YouTube channel, you're going to find it in the description of the last video I made. Whew. But yeah, guys, I'm just trying to pump out a lot of videos because next week I'm getting surgery on my stomach. Have an umbilical hernia that's really bothering me. So they're going to cut my stomach open next week, fix that. And in about 2 weeks, about 2 weeks after that, I will be back to making videos. Um, uh, but yeah, guys, let me get back to the comments. Couple comments in here. P Digits says, didn't they have Clemson at number 4? Yes, they did. And sorry, Golden Blue dude, I do not agree with you on that. I do not agree with anybody putting Clemson that high, especially after the bullshit season they had last year. Thank you, P Digits. I really appreciate that. Whew. But yeah, guys, I forget what I was going to say. But oh yeah, so basically that's what I want to do for my donation system. I've had a lot of people question my actual intentions. I do think that me taking the time out of my day to sit here and talk to you guys and make videos and stuff, I do think I should get something in return, but I also don't care if I do or not. I have no problem making these videos off of or out of the kindness of my heart, because honestly, this is a way to therapeutically vent. This is a way that I can vent and talk about sports and whatnot, because not a lot of my friends are into sports. Not very many of them, or not very many of them, are sports fanatics like me. Whew. Oh yeah, P digits now. A lot of let me get back to John Kelly first. 6 years of the brawl is a good thing for both programs. Yes, it is. It definitely is. But why is there a 4-year gap in between 2025 up until 2029? And yeah, P digits, I don't agree with the rankings either. Now, a lot of people can say that about Pitt, though. They won 11 games for the first time in God knows how long, and everybody's glorifying them. Well, I don't really see anybody glorifying Pitt. Actually, 75% of the crap I hear is trash talk. John Kelly, Pitt has an all-time winning record against the SEC. Oh, do you guys know that West Virginia scheduled another Division One team that is located in the city of Pittsburgh? Most people don't know that the city of Pittsburgh has two Division One teams, technically three. They have three Division One teams and they have one Division Three team. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute my mic. I'll be right back. Oh, man. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. So, John Kelly, you said WVU. Actually, no. My cat. It's actually technically yes. It's my cat, though. So, Pitt or West Virginia plays a team called the Duquesne Dukes. Now, that is a FCS team that is located in the city of Pittsburgh. Their stadium can only hold about 1,300 fans. Now, what I don't like about the Duquesne Duke Stadium is it's a one-sided bleacher stadium. That's horrible. That is just absolutely fucking horrible to have. Excuse my language, but that is just stupid. Now, the Division III team that is in Pittsburgh also only has a 1,000-seater stadium. Golden Blue Dude figured out our recruiting would be up with within the top 15 with JT Daniels and Trotter. See, that's the thing, John. JT Daniels never originally committed to West Virginia. And even though, what I mean is he never originally committed to West Virginia. And I usually don't count those transfers or anything else. I don't know. I'm a little bit weird on that, to be honest. But anyway, guys, it's 11 o'clock. It's getting late. I am tired. So I would like to thank everyone who stopped by on this live stream. John Kelly, P Digits, John Waffle, VicTube, everybody else who has stopped by on this live stream. It was great having you. Make sure you guys give this live stream the big thumbs up. Make sure you also check out the Cash App link down below. Okay, before I go, I'm seeing questions come in. John Kelly was like, TALK-IS-PITT, do you enjoy staying in the ACC or do you want to go to the Big Ten? I would love to go to the Big Ten. I would love Pitt to go to the Big Ten. I hate the ACC. Glad there is a new commission, but some schools need to improve their football programs. All right. P Digit says, thanks, TIP. Enjoyed it. And I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you have not already. And also hit the Cash App link down below to send your donations my way. Let's go, Pitt. Let's go, Pitt. West Virginia ain't shit. See you later, guys.